what's up everyone? Welcome back to more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time we left off, we finished Chapter 1, and now we should continue into Chapter 2, The Imprisoned Turnabout, which I've been told it's in a prison, and I'm super excited for that. That sounds awesome. Oh, okay, we're just starting off. Cool. Mine chest. Oh wait, no, it's a bell. Never mind. Mine chest is the greatest thing ever, even though it's kind of just the Megatama. You just don't present evidence, you present words. Creepy. Oh no. Blood. What are we gonna do? Oh no! That person's dead. Oh no! He's dead? He was in there for like 1 day! What the heck? No! He was gonna lead us to the Shelly to Killer. Oh. Is it gonna turn out Shelly to Killer did it? Maybe? No. They're not gonna do that second case, but... I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay. I saw dogs in, like, pictures of this game, and I was like, are we getting anthropomorphic people in these games? And I'm like, there's no way that's possible. But it must have just been that one dog. The dog was the killer all along!
He's not coming. He's not coming, sir.
How long does he intend to keep us waiting?
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. You've no need to get your crab in a twist.
Ethan Rook's murder. 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there, do you know what's going on? It certainly is strange. I'll try calling him one more time. It's terrible! It's Knightley! He's been murdered!
What? What did you say?
Murdered? Inside the detention center?
Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out.
You there, take us to the crime scene. Post haste. Yes, sir! Love this track. He's not in his cell. Thought he was to be held there. What are you doing, sir? This way! Sorry.
Where are you taking us, pal? Through this door is the...
it's the prison.
Prison? Then what were the small rooms back there?
Those cells we just passed are part of the detention center. They're used for holding suspects temporarily while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose.
This is where criminals who have been declared guilty serve out their sentence, pal.
It's the one place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay. I'm opening the door now. Please follow me. We're gonna see like some old people in there. Some people that we know, maybe. Oof. Yep. That's his dead body. There's no mistaking it. Knightley's dead. Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? Well, this is a problem.
I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley.
God dang it, how am I gonna get my pay now? Oh, fine. Yes, I can't believe it either. But the scene you see before you is the unmistakable reality. Then again, I guess they already hired me to be the prosecutor, so I already have the money. Who cares?
Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center?
Indeed he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention center's holding cells. They only entered the prison after they received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved in here.
Do you think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir?
Huge metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison and the detention center. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Oh, floor plans, okay. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. Begin investigation. Let's check the number one thing first, the body. Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. Say it. You didn't say it, you piece of garbage! I won't stop until I've expected every suspicious... This is a rubber glove.
Yeah, there's no mistake. It's a rubber glove. How come there's only one?
Let me take a closer look. What is on there? It's covered in mud up to the wrist.
Maybe someone was playing with mud in their prison?
I want to get on in the action too. Do it in your own time, or we're not investigating a case. How do I... Oh. It says for inmate use. That must mean...
Prisoners use this glove?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. The fingers on the gloves are covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed.
Eh? Why is that?
If it was only on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, the blood would have formed an outline around the glove.
Ah, I see. The blood would have only gotten on the edges of the glove.
This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood.
That must mean the killer left it behind.
Indeed, it's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. You there! What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir! The inmates use these for prison labor. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They're strictly regulated, so he can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room. Huh, okay. A couple other things, like what's this?
Huh? What's this? Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office.
It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's.
Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right? He was probably using it to pass time in the detention center.
You can't play chess alone. I mean, I guess you could, but it would be pretty boring if I do say so myself.
Yeah, the blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red.
The cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There's small bumps on his head. Are these bruises?
Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head?
I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Kay, do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it?
Sure thing. Here, Gummy. Thanks, pal. Alright, taking the picture. I'm taking the picture, sir. Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes.
There appears to be dirt stains in several places. Huh, okay.
He's wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. He's just like me, sir.
Detective, I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. He's covered with a dirty sheet.
There's a rope on top of the sheet.
It was neatly tied up with this rope. Okay. Let's take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something.
Yikes, the sheet is bright red.
These appear to be blood stains. Yay, logic.
You still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely.
Oh. There's something on his finger.
Let's have a closer look. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring.
Don't steal it.
What? I didn't do anything yet.
Oh. I'm done? Oh, okay. Well, you could have told me I was... Whatever. Oh.
Huh. We won't rest until we've stolen every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Indeed. This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. I just like to think that he's actually saying this. Those are some colorful sheets. And a whip.
They're the most eye-catching thing in the room.
They don't fit in with the prison.
There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. Reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here?
I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. Boom, boom. Oh my god, guys. Oh. The sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern. It's the same as the bloodstained sheet.
Oh, it's the same as the bloodstained sheet.
That's right, Kay. Don't steal my lines like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief.
I thought she was on hiatus. Bloodstained sheet data jotted down in my organizer. Well, We've collected quite a bit of evidence.
With the three of us here, it's a piece of cake. Right, Gummy? That's right, pal. We're the invincible trio.
It's too early to start celebrating. There's still something we haven't found yet.
Eh? What haven't we found yet, sir?
What is missing from this crime scene? What the murder weapon? The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet.
Ah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir.
Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of the basics?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either.
That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task.
I see. You have a point.
What was the murder weapon, and where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Oh. Huh, there are visitors here already? I have no idea. Oh, this dude, you're on the cover of the box. Huh, there are visitors here already? Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene? Huh? You, aren't you? That piercing gaze, that furrowed brow. It's been a long time. Mr. Shields? Yes, yes. That frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Fancy meeting you here.
What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old man.
Detective, it's fine.
Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again. You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten. About you and your betrayal.
I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth?
Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. What up, dudes? Oh. Ace Attorney Ray Shields at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Okay, Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm a great thief. But I'm currently on hiatus.
Great thief. Well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful.
Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out.
That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang.
I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls.
I see. That's too bad. Well, how about a hug then? As a sign of affection.
No.
I guess not. This isn't Europe after all. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Von Karma way, isn't it? Hold it.
Hey, you've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal?
Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped.
Yeah?
Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right, or should I say, I was his defense attorney. Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should have listened to what he has to say. I really have to walk all the way over and talk to him? Wow, good game design. Sorry. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... And before anybody's like, oh wow, what a hypocrite, doesn't complain this way in Danganronpa. It's like, well... I don't say it, but it's true. I hate... The thing I hate about Danganronpa is like, when you're in the middle of a discussion, and they're like, but this... And then you exit out of the conversation. You have to talk to them again. It's like... Why are you making me go back? Just continue the conversation like normal human beings would. Sorry. Pet peeve about Danganronpa that they do in every single game, and I hate it. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yep, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley Boy. As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body. Ah, well, what you gonna do? You win some and you lose some. I even brought him a California roll. Mr. Shields, you can't bring food in the detention center.
Ah, is that right? Well then, would you like it?
No thanks.
Still, you think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants? All defendants are guilty, wasn't that the Von Karma way?
That is a thing of the past.
Is that right? So, you sure you don't want it?
I told you I don't want it. Did you meet with Knightley?
We met yesterday. They called me over as soon as Knightley Boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans.
He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it.
Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you.
Mr. Shields, you also talked about me?
I frequent the visitor's room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time. So you're a regular at this prison? Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitor's room, but I've also been in here before.
Then I should ask him about this room. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it?
Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for our prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room?
The lecture room? The lecture room?
So they tied up Knightley Boy and lectured him to death? As expected of Prosecutor Edgeworth. You sure have an eye for the details. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is... wrong! The correct answer is the workroom.
That was one of my options, you jerk! All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that.
The inmates carry out various kinds of prison labors in here. It also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. Have I done this voice before? I don't even know. This feels like a voice I've done before, but I also can't think of anybody I've used this voice for. It's kinda just a Phoenix voice, but that's kinda lower down here. This guy's kinda more up here, you know? It's kinda the exact same thing actually, but oh well.
So, how did they monitor this room? Sorry, I was thinking about, what's my Lang voice?
Sheena, go get that.
Yeah, he's definitely on the lower range.
So this kinda is my Phoenix voice, isn't it? Sorry, it's been so long since I voiced Phoenix. Well, only like a month, but still, that's a long time, okay?
Okay. So how did they monitor this room? Who's in charge of the keys to the entrance?
Prosecutor Edgeworth. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there, could you tell us?
Yes, sir. This room doesn't use any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... Whoa, wee, wee, wee. Sorry, just realized what that was. An alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful.
That's terrifying.
To ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, a guard has to accompany them to deactivate the sensor first.
And that's that.
Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one has used this room. I'm sure of it. It's not one inmate has entered this room today. Okay. If that's the case... it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There's something in this crime scene that should not exist. I will use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. Goodbye, Mr. Knightley. I'm going to examine the body one more time. What resident have expected every suspicious looking nook and cranny? Because no one was in here the past couple days? Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. The inmates cannot freely enter this room, as they're wearing bracelets that set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction.
Then who left this rubber glove in here, sir?
I don't know yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. Investigation complete. Guard, aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here. Mr. Shields? What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? What? They're... Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of? It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Usually you can find them, walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Hey, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal.
What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body, but a small mind.
What did you say, pal?
Detective Gumshoe.
Sorry, sir.
Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. Oof, why are we lagging? Don't lag. Oh, animals? This place is a little different from your normal prison. Yeah, that's what they're more than just the prisoners and guards living here. Animals! Yep, animals, according to the guard. They introduced animal therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned to one animal. In other words, they receive a pet partner.
Huh? That seems kind of fun.
Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have.
So you mean that workroom?
Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets.
So then, the thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is...
Right, these animals.
That doesn't make any sense, pal. Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove?
Quite right. The fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man?
Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go wherever they please? Most of the doors in this prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoners' bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for them.
Microchip?
It's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple injection, and the microchip is inserted.
What? That sounds painful.
Ever just not that painful. But anyway, since the animals aren't criminals, they are allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. That is kind of ironic, actually. But still, they can't go out of the prison. The prison's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh! What's that? Is that a bell?
What's that?
Doggy! Oh, look at the good boy. What's this? This dog has a bell on its collar. Was that the sound we heard earlier? Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other?
I mustn't lose. Can we go into mind chess, please? Wait a minute. You said one roof too many. I win, dog. I'm sorry, I can't get over the idea of him doing mind chess with a dog.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame that dog myself. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Is he gonna be really good at it? Oh, or not.
I meant to do that. You completely ignored me, sir.
Compared to the other animals, there's something different about that dog. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only. Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda?
Of course, we question those related to the case, pal.
Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered.
We'll start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know.
Ooh, it's gonna be anyone we... You look mean.
He's completely ignoring me, sir.
You there. Do you know anything about the incident?
He's scary.
Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or how about an introductory hug? It's time. What was that? Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much? Exercise time. This man is clearly odd. I need to get some answers from him. Your name is? Me? I'm prisoner number D259. Jailbird. Jailbird. I get it. Gotta raise my metabolism. Can't let my muscles rest. Muscles aside. Sorry, something came over me. Muscles aside, looks like you've lost a lot of weight. Half the match is won even before it has begun. Yeah, gotta make the weight limit.
Are you entering some kind of tournament? Perhaps as a boxer?
Yeah, I'm a former boxer, but exercise is just a hobby of mine.
Well, it sure looks like the bear's hobby too. He's hanging on like an apron. So cute.
A little idea remind me of Goku from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Ow. 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 Ow.
This is Rocky the Polar Bear. He's my partner. He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. Now answer the question. Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing. He has no intention of talking.
In that case, we got no choice but to use that.
Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Jailbird, by all means, you will have to tell us what you know. Mine chess, mine chess, mine chess, mine chess, mine chess, mine chess. Yes! I love it. I love it. I love this mode. Now, let's analyze the situation. 2 chess pieces of fighting stance. Seems he's become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now, let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I'll have to tire him out before the sound of the bell. Logic chess, begin! Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me. Huh? If you want to fight with me, get in your fighting stance. What? Are you throwing in the towel already? This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess. By the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out? Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me with that body of yours? I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. I just stayed quietly in my cell. Quietly? Then what's with all that sweat? But buzz off. That's all I gotta say. I'm getting a little tired. Oh, here we go. You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You said that you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago. Rocky, it looks like this is gonna be a tough opponent. Oh. This man looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. That was pretty easy. I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for a KO. What are you doing at the time of the incident? When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison? Huh? Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident? There we go. Getting it spinning. Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. God dang it. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Every time, I always do the wrong one. Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. And the incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. Muscle strengthen while resting. Sleep is important. Well, then I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Oh. So you get it after all? Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How did you know? That's the conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you by any chance eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. You lied to us. You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. You got a problem with that? Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue. Answer the question. Boom! Oh no. Let's try using that clue. Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the ropes and there's no way out. Just confess already. Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll frighten the animals again. Ah, here we go. You've been persistent, however. I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals? Boom! Ah! Damn it! How could I have gotten sucker punched like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. It startled the animals. Dang! I would never have lost in a real ring. Checkmate. Logic chess complete. Love it. I believe this proves that you do know something about the case. Damn. Okay, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun.
Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray's got one important thing to say. It must be fate that has brought us together after all these years. I received the opportunity to observe your skills carefully, and I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown.
Who is that person?
You didn't know? The truth is...
This doesn't concern Kay. She doesn't need to know.
Whoa there. You scared me. Don't get so worked up.
I don't know. I was like, is it somebody we know? But I can't think of anybody. You can do what you like. Doesn't matter to me.
How you've been leading your life ever since you were tainted by the Von Karma way. I'm sure that person would be interested. I feel it's my duty to report it to him. I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further.
Who are you talking about? Is it gonna turn out my father was alive the entire time? Cause... I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. Mr. Edgeworth, just what are you guys talking about? Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent now is Jailbird. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case? You're gonna be sorry. Oh, okay.
About the incident.
Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. I returned to this room and went straight to my training. Just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Ah! I've been stabbed!" It sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout. Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for others. That's the basic rule in prison.
Indeed, even if he wanted to take a look, he'd still be locked in his cell.
Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection. I get them from the supplier.
Supplier?
You can get just about anything if you put it in order. It's our secret shop.
That's quite convenient. So, if Uncle Ray wanted...
In that case, you should order a book on how to give testimony. Because I'm going to knock you down like a hurricane, for the count in one hit. You're gonna KO me? Stop kidding around.
Hey! Ignore your Uncle Ray. I like Ray really so far. He's funny. He's gonna like, hey, I'm here. You don't have to ignore me. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense because he was stabbed in the neck. I don't think he'd be able to scream. Mr. Jailbird, can you hear my voice clearly? Why, you mocking me? The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. So, why did you hear a non-existent scream? There should have been a scream. There should have been one. Dang it, I'll rip that smug look off your face. Yeah, you're right, I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell. The next cell? Yeah, I've been wondering about this guy. The next cell. Was that Polly? What? I'm sorry, was that Polly from case 4 of Phoenix Wright? Is Yanni Yogi in there? Cause if he is, I am actually going to scream. Like, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I heard the scream. Recreation time had just ended. Happened after we returned to our cells. So then, I tell that guy, I heard a great scream. Can you describe that scream for me? Sure, never told that guy about the contents of the scream though. Aye! Someone, come quickly! A man's been... Something like that. So it wasn't the victim, but rather, he was the first person to discover the body who screamed. I see. That solves the mystery. So there is nothing wrong with Mr. Albert's testimony. Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Albert's testimony? There is a problem, come on. No. In this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Jailbird, why did you not hear the scream? It's odd that he didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey you, why didn't you hear the scream, pal? Go! Ah! You guys, do you suspect me? I was shut up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom? How do you know it was in the workroom, friend? That would be impossible, wouldn't it? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now. You guys, don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive. I nearly forgot. Despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals. Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here. What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances. Who was that? Oh, okay, you're also on the bottom screen, right beside Edgeworth. Overruled. Please be silent. Who are you? Can't you see we're busy here? Shh. Silence is golden. Oh! And I see a certain someone also beside her. What the? Now, your hands. Oh no. You shall remain silent under the judgment of the law. You shall be thankful you get to live your life without the need of money. You are to receive the blessings of the goddess of law. Guard, if you would, please. Congratulations, you get to spend the night in the disciplinary room. Eh? No, not there! Anywhere but there! Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins. Stop it! No! Oh, goddess of law, give this man your blessings. I thank thee. You are... My name is Justine Courtney, sorry. Get it? It's justice in court. I am privileged to be a judge, an emissary of the strength of the law. A judge, you say? Why are you here? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. That is my appointed task. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee? What's that? Do not use that name so lightly. Those are the sacred words of the goddess of law. This little gay doesn't know. Uncle Ray will explain it for her. The PIC is an assembly comprised of 11 members. Their job is to check if the prosecutors are doing their jobs properly.
If I'm not mistaken, its members are elected from politicians and those of legal profession. So, I take it you are one of those members. Indeed. I'm thankful they judged me worthy of such a task.
I too am thankful that I was able to meet you here. How about a hug of thankfulness?
Oh, she have a British accent? The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association.
Hey, I was just kidding. No need to make such a scary face. Yeah, she went,
Overruled! So she has a bit of an accent.
so your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them?
Well said, may you be blessed by the goddess of law. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases. And so, those people not fit to be prosecutors will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge.
What business is this whatchamacallit committee have with Mr. Edgeworth, pal? We're in the middle of an investigation here.
Oh, is it who I think it is?
Yes! Alright, I already know what voice to give you. Wow, you're thick. Seriously, how thick-headed can you be? And just who do you think you are, pal? Me? I'm a prosecutor. Sebastian the Best is my name. Haven't you heard of me? At the prosecutor's office, everyone calls me the best. I'm so beloved there.
I've never heard of you.
Hey you, Mr. Flatfoot. You've heard of me, right? This is the first time, pal. Oh well, it can't be helped. There's no way someone so thick on the intake could have good ears.
What do you mean slow on the uptake? Suppose it's only natural as Sebastian only became a prosecutor last month. He's just a rookie prosecutor?
Right, the best rookie prosecutor in the office.
Or so he plans to be.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you made. What do you mean?
The PIC intends to have me replaced. That much is clear. Mr. DeBest, I know what you're trying to say. However, I have not been informed of this. Your Honor, I would like an explanation. Very well. This judgment has been passed under the name of the goddess of the law. The incident at the President's welcoming event, and the murder of Horace Knightley. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all.
What? You can't just take him off the case like that, pal.
Your Honor, I thought I asked for an explanation. The judgment is guilty. The goddess of law's verdict is absolute. I have done nothing to warrant being taken off this case. You don't remember? Very well. In that case, I shall remind you of your past crimes. You boarded the President's plane, which was protected by extraterritorial rights. And then, of all things, you ordered a search of the President's personnel. A single mistake could have sparked an international incident. I'm not going to do the British accent. In case you're wondering, it's like, I don't know. I can't do it with this voice.
You crossed the line as a prosecutor. You gravely overstepped your authority.
I'll admit my actions may have gone against the rules. However, if I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would never have been found. I have never considered my actions as a mistake. So, you're saying that as long as the ends justify the means, it's alright to ignore the rules? That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. No one is above the rules. That is the spirit of law. I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking. You see, that is a shame. Even so. The gavel must slam down at the conclusion of a trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect do not consent to the verdict, all you can do is accept the blessing of the goddess of law. Or will you fight it and risk losing your badge? She means to take my badge if I don't obey. Ah, that's too bad. Seems you understand. Now then, guards, please proceed.
Hold it right there. Hey, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on our side? You should listen to the new prosecutor in charge. Eh? I don't want to work for you, pal. But isn't that the job of a flatfoot?
We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. It's useless to resist any longer. Detective Gumshoe, you are now under Mr. DeBest's authority.
But that's...
Your Honor,
Yes, what is it?
this does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again.
Certainly. I look forward to that day.
Let's go, Kay.
Yeah.
Wait, don't forget. I'll be reporting today's events to that person. Oh, to be continued. Wow, okay. This was a much shorter episode compared to the last two. Holy crap. Those went on for about an hour and a half each, so hopefully I cut them down to something a little bit more reasonable, but I doubt it. This one was 50 minutes long, in case you're wondering. I really have no idea who that person could be referring to. My mind always goes to Gant, because I want him to come back so bad, but I know he won't. He was a one-off villain that was wasted on a garbage case. He was such a good villain. He had such interesting motives that they didn't really go into, which is kind of what made them interesting, if I'm being honest. But I wish he would come back. I need it. But I've been told Case 4 of this game is like one of the best in Ace Attorney history. Like, it is easily one of the best cases in the entire series, which I'm super excited for. And apparently, starting with this game, Case 3 syndrome kind of disappears. So I'm like, yes! Also, I have a, whenever I start a game, I look at the strategy guide to, after the first episode, because I want to know how the game works first. Strategy guide to see how long it is, and these games are pretty easy to map out how long a series will be because of, the beginning, middle, ends, and, in Phoenix, right, there would be, like, investigation, court, blah, 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 blah. But Case 3 is long. Holy crap. It is, like, 9 chapters, like 9 sections. It's like beginning, middle, end. And it's like, holy crap. But I'm going to end today's episode here for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Stick around to see more of this awesome game. We'll be playing it till the end. I'm really enjoying it so far. Very interesting and kind of, I don't know what it is about it, but it just seems different than the last game. Like, it has a different atmosphere about it, and I'm really enjoying this kind of darker look at the world. Kind of how Edgeworth is realizing the law is not good enough anymore. Like, kind of what Phoenix and Apollo had to go through in Apollo Justice, being like, man, our law system sucks. And it's really just corrupt people, And we're realizing now that evidence is not absolute, and the judges are not always correct. You sometimes have to take the law into your own hands if you want to get the truth, which is a dangerous theme, but it is also not completely incorrect. And that's interesting to me. And also, these games make a bit more sense in, like, the real world, because he's already, like, solved the case before he goes to court, which is generally how they do it in the real world. And the defense attorney never says anything super crazy in court that would be like, the prosecutor is actually the killer, because they meet up beforehand and, stuff like that. I find it kind of funny. But this is also based off of Japan's legal system, which I don't know a whole lot about. I only know about the Canadian legal system, and I don't even know much about the United States, the American legal system, because I don't know. I just don't. But I hope in Japan they actually yell objection when they say it. Like, I hope they actually are like, objection! Because that would be amazing. Or what is it in the opening? It's like, atakare! Or something. I don't know. Anyways, I should wrap this up. Sorry. I'll see you all later. Peace out!